Julie, your brow tips totally helps. Look at mine. Look how great they do. Look. Like, I totally did mine while you were doing yours, and that's how quick that is. Okay, so you guys are all wondering about that one magic item that you can have in your makeup bag, right? That's going to totally change the game. I've got it for you. It is a palette. I don't care what colors are in it, the palette is gonna change your life. Now, when you're looking for the most perfect palette, you wanna look at the colors in it and think about your different applications you can use them for. Now, stop, drop, share. Go ahead and share this video because you know that all of your friends are also wondering what that one item is that they need in their bag. And y'all, sharing is caring, and it's totally girl code. Like, you have to share, right? You have to share these awesome tips with your friends. So go ahead and share the video. Pop in, say hi. I want to see you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys as I do this. This is going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to be worth it. So I'm looking at my palette right now. I'm using palette number 4. It's one of my absolute favorites. At first I was a little overwhelmed with the blues, and I'm totally going to use the blues tonight. I'm going to show you how to use that. But when I looked at this palette, I was like, dang, I can do so many things with this. And let me tell you all of the things that I could do. I can do a lip color with the gold. I can do contour and highlight. I can do a brown eye. I can do a gold and blue eye. I can do just a blue eye. Or I could do just brown. Or I could even line my eyes. Did you guys count? Like, I didn't even count. That's a lot of things you can do with one item, right? Yeah. All right. So, first things first, prime. Who primes their face, their eyes, anything? Do you guys use primer? I hope you do. If you don't use primer, here's your come to terms talk, like, get it. This one is amazing. It's the Younique Eye Primer. It definitely makes a difference. I see a difference between using this and a face primer on my lids. So it only takes a little bit, and my favorite part about this is it's tinted. So it's kind of like a tan color. It kind of looks white in the video, but it's tan. And as you can see, my lids are kind of dark. So it just needs a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to use your ring finger because, like my little tip said, you want to dab on your eyelids and the area around your eye because that skin is a little more delicate than the rest of your face. So what you're going to do with your eye primer is you're going to pat it into your eyelid and up into your brow bone. So I'm going to try to do this one eye at a time. Let's do this. So I'm just dabbing and then up underneath. And then on the other side. Now I'm going to show you a brown look and a blue look that comes from this palette, and an amazing tip that you can use no matter what you're using on your eyes. So let me put the cap on this. Who's excited? Like, I was terrified of the blue, okay? But now I love it. All right, so let me talk to you guys about what your eyelids look like. You see mine, I'm a little hooded. Do you see how it kind of like floats over top of my lid? So I have a hooded eye, and I'm going to show you guys a perfect tip for those of you with a hooded eyelid or a monolid, like they call it. But first off, we're going to talk about the lucky number 7. 7 is your lucky number here. And when you look at your palette, you're going to identify your light, your medium, and your dark colors that you're going to use, okay? So for my brown eye, I'm going to do it on this side. I'm going to use this for the medium, this for the light, and this for the dark. And I'm actually going to mix it with the blue, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my angled brush, and I'm going to get the secretive color, which is my favorite, this gold. I'm going to get it on the brush nicely. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brush and dab it in a 7, all right? So this is going to make a beautiful winged look, all right? Y'all ready for this? My Pure Barre girls know how much I like 7, right? Look how cool that looks already, like, bam! All right, so I always wipe off my brushes after I use it in a color. That way it's not mixing and smearing. Blues are amazing, Melissa. Yes, they definitely are. Now I'm going to take my crease brush. It's a little bit more narrow and it helps me get in the crease a little bit better. And I'm going to use This is where I said you're going to identify your dark colors. I'm going to use Brave and Triumphant. I'm going to use more Brave than Triumphant, but I like how that dark blue gives it a more deeper color. So I'm just going to swirl the crease brush in the Brave and then just dab it in the Arrogant. Now I'm going to go underneath my 7 and kind of make an arch, all right? Here it goes. Remember, dab. All right, did you guys share this video yet? Make sure you shared it, because doesn't this look cool? Don't your friends need to know how to do this? Because I know you're walking around and you see people that need this tip. And don't worry, we're not done. We're going to blend. Blending is your friend. All right, so I did my crease. It doesn't look too dark, so I'm going to make it a little bit darker just for the video. All right, it's a little bit darker. Here is your tip for those of you with hooded eyelids like me. So hooded eyelids, monolids, listen closely. A triangle is your friend. So what you're going to do is you're going to go from the edge of your pupil up to the middle of your eyebrow and then down to the corner of your crease, okay? Then you're going to fill it in. You're going to use your light color. So for me, I'm going to mix Secretive with the light color that I already identified, okay? Because it's kind of strangely dark. So I've got my deluxe brush this time, and I'm just going to dab it in the triangle, okay? Starting at the top, and then working my way down, over, and down. All right? This is like paint by number right now, right? That looks kind of crazy, right? Hang on a second. So what we're going to do next is, this is a really good tip. So, and I just learned this like 4 hours ago. So get out a little pencil and a piece of paper and write this down. You need a brush that is fluffy. You see how fluffy this brush is? It is nice and airy. It's got a good spread between the bristles, okay? There is no color on this brush, no pigment. I'm blending with it, all right? So get ready. We're gonna just swoop the crease. Just lightly. And what you're doing now is you're blending all those colors that you put on there so that your lines are not as hard and you're accentuating your gorgeous eyes. Do you see the difference here? It might need even a little bit more blending. Give me some hearts, y'all. Like, this is cool. All right, and then your last tip for the overall eye tips, we're not done yet, don't go anywhere, is you're gonna take the light color with whatever brush you want. You're gonna get it on here. You're gonna go to the corner of your eye and dab. All right? And then you're gonna take a little bit more and you're gonna go in the arch, just right in the arch. Don't go anywhere else. Just dab right away. Boom, 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 okay? Now take your fluffy brush again, blend up, and then blend under your brow. Look at that. Bam! Look at my eyeballs, right? All right, let's do a blue eye now. Who wants to see that blue eye? All right, so we're gonna start over. It's the same idea, but we're just gonna show you how easy it is. Was anybody timing me? How long did it take for me to do that? That was pretty cool, right? All right, so we got our dark, we got our medium, and we got our light. The blue is pretty easy. So we're gonna take our medium, the cheerful, just dab that angled brush in there and do the 7. And I really like the angled brush for this because I can see a little bit better where I'm putting the color. Dab, dab, dab. All right, 7, done. Crease brush, make sure it's clean. You're gonna get the dark blue, twirl the brush in there, and then dot in the arch, okay? Whoops. I'm left eye dominant, so bear with me. All right, and then a monolid tip and trick. You get the lightest blue, and it's such a pretty blue. It reminds me of the Frozen movie. So go for the triangle. I promise I didn't forget about you guys. I'm going to go look at the comments here in a second. All right, there's that. Now this time I'm not going to do the fluffy brush until I put the light on. So I'm going right back for Tender, which is that light color. Not Tender with an I, but Tender with an E. And then going right for the inner. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And then under the arch. Now, Julie messaged us and was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to tell them about the concealer trick for under the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and remind you guys, you want to take a little bit of concealer before you do your eyeshadow and just swipe it underneath the brow to make that even more sharp so that when you highlight that arch, it's like bam, all right? Take your fluffy brush and blend away, okay? Here it goes. All right, there it is. One brown and one blue. Now, I'm not done. Let's talk really quick about how you could contour with this, okay? So Amy is coming up next. She's gonna show you how to put foundation on, and you want to contour after you put your foundation on, but I'm gonna show you really quick, since I'm talking about the palette, how to do the contour. So you want your little blusher brush, and you're just going to take whatever color matches your skin tone. So I'm gonna go for the middle one because I'm definitely not dark enough for that one. So I'm just gonna brush it in there, blow it off, and then I'm gonna go from right here underneath my cheekbone down. Okay? Same thing, other side. Down. All right? Look how easy that was. And then I like to use the powder puff brush and then just blend. Contour. Eyeshadow, contour. You could even put a little bit of the secretive on your lips. Up. I didn't get the blue off. That's why you use clean brushes, you guys. Totally cool, right? And you did all of that with one item. One item. How amazing is that? So if you're looking for the best Christmas gift to give anybody, this is definitely on the top of your list, okay? You can also fill in your eyebrows. Taking the color that matches you and just swiping in there. All right, you guys, so up next is Amy. She's gonna show you how to do your foundation, and you wanna make sure you always do your eyeshadow before you put on your foundation. That way, if you drop any underneath of your eye, you can always clean it up. You guys, thanks for joining. Make sure you share it, and any questions you have, ask your presenter or comment below. You guys are awesome. Catch Amy in just a second.